Hello, hello. 2019 Tour de France Stage 11 recap. And, I think the, um, the star of the day today must be only one person, and one person only. Congratulations to Caleb Ewan for finally reaching his goal and winning first ever Tour de France stage. I mean, pretty amazing. Um, Now, I don't know if you know Caleb Ewan's story, but for those of you cycle fans that's been following his career, last year he was not included in the Tour de France team. Right, he actually was not selected. Okay, they opted for more of a GC riders. So Caleb Ewan, for that very reason, decided to change the team, so he's on Lotto, right now. And this was only for that reason, right? That he was really disappointed. He was sprinting well already last year, and he was not selected for the tour. So this year, with a new specific tour, the goals were grand tours. Okay, specifically with the Tour de France being the most important goal. Now he sprinted well early on, right? Uh, he picked up a couple of little wins there early in the season and the Emirates Tour. He came close in Paris Nice, and he came to Giro, right? Got three stage wins in the Giro, pretty amazing. And then he made a strategic decision not to continue. He pulled out before the mountain stages, right? Very hard mountain stages this year in the Giro. So he pulls out on stage 12, I believe, and then he goes home to take a break. All these guys are completely beat after Giro, so there was no sense for Sprinter to continue through the mountains. And he comes back training for the tour, and he's included, as promised by Lotto, on the tour. Now, he's been sprinting really well at the tour. He's gotten already two third places and one second place, and I've been trying to kind of like you know talk him up a little bit. I've expected him to win already. He had a serious chance on the stage where Alaphilippe attacked over the top when Ineos crashed. Okay, I think it was stage 8, I believe. And there was always something missing, right? Something missing. Somebody beat him, in the end. So he was very close, on a couple occasions. But the Tour de France stage win was still elusive. So today, the stage was kind of a typical sprinter stage. Everybody was nervous, and there was a little bit of wind, but nothing too major. But everybody was nervous, and there were some crashes, right? Together with Quintana, first problems in a tour. He crashes. He actually makes it back though, without major problems. And in about 5 kilometers to go, Caleb Ewan crashes and goes literally into the ditch, right? There was exactly about 4 kilometers to go. So he loses all these places in the peloton, and he has to now not only get up, remount, check his bike, but he has to chase the pack, chase the peloton, and he has to regain pretty much all 170 places to the front of the pack at top speeds already, because they're riding, for they're setting up their sprinters. So he has to actually make it to the front so he can catch the right wheels and be competitive. So he catches back within about a 1.5 kilometers to go. Lotto, not Lotto, Jumbo gives Gunnewagen pretty much the perfect lead out, right? The last man is off with about 150, 200 yards to go, and Gunnewagen just absolutely just jumps, right? He gets like a 10-meter gap immediately. Peter Sagan gets boxed out by the last Jumbo man to the right, but he kind of goes around, but he loses speed, right? And then Caleb Ewing comes around very quickly, and then literally with a turn on the last speed, he gets to the German Panzerwagen, and he actually beats him by half a rim, and then Viviani comes behind. Just an amazing sprint by Caleb Ewan. I could not be happier for him, right? I think every cycling fan really appreciates his dedication, his work ethic, and he absolutely deserves. And here it comes. The dreams do come true with hard work, and just like in anything, but in cycling as well. He's been trying for 3 years. 3 or 4 years he's been dreaming about it. And what a story to tell to your friends, to your family, and to your kids eventually. I crashed into a ditch about 3 kilometers before, and I made it. I not only remounted, but I made it to the group, through the group with that speed, and I beat what is considered to be the greatest, the fastest man in a peloton, the newest, the German Panzerwagen, right? So, really congratulations to Caleb Ewan, all right? The usual suspects were there behind him. I think the only one that really wasn't there was Giacomo Nizzolo, who crashed in one of those nervous crashes about 10K to go. He got pretty beaten up, so he did not contest the sprint. He's been, I think, sprinting really well. So, now the question with Cavendish becomes, where does Cavendish go and who gives him the second chance? I think Cavendish would be perfect for a team like CCC, by the way, right? CCC is looking for a sprinter. They don't really have a dedicated sprinter. Mareczko is not doing that well. Wisniewski is not doing that well. Bevin is kind of hurt now, but he's really not a super fast man sprinter. They have fast guys. They have rollers, right? They have lead guys. But CCC could be a place where Cavendish kind of refines his form, right? We'll see. So another news is Niki Terpstra is out of the Tour de France. I think he broke his collarbone today in one of the crashes. So this is just comes to show you he was one on my list of early breakaways today. The hill in the finale turned out not to be this troublesome for the guys. Of course, nobody really attacked that hard, so we didn't really, know how it would be if somebody would have a go. Greg Van Avermaet turned out to be really a hoax again. I'm not sure what the CCC is doing. Very dangerous stage. Kind of a lot of crashes, a lot of nervousness after yesterday. Glad to see Landa, glad to see Quintana, glad to see Fuglsang, and Richie Porte specifically. He got stuck in a crash behind, so he had to chase back. Glad to see all of them not lose time. Okay? All right, guys, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. If you like what I'm doing, if you like the videos, hit like, hit subscribe to the channel if you want to follow me, right? I'm thinking about doing all these videos throughout the Tour de France, and then starting a cycling channel. So there's going to be a lot more coming up as I'm figuring this YouTube out. I'm curious about your prediction for the Tour, for the tomorrow stage, for the GC. How do you think everyone's going to do in the Pyrenees, in a time trial, in the Alps? What do you think about the overall route this year, about the long but not so steep climbs? Okay, the short stages, the short punchy stages in the high mountains. Leave me a comment, and I always answer. So all right, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow. I've already recorded a preview of the Tour de France Stage 12 preview. And hopefully you're watching, and hopefully you're riding. All right. Thank you. Bye.